You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com.
Guaranteed, yes, money in the bank. Tuning in to the show, make you laugh, make you think. Up next, IBNX in a glides in a text. Save an Instagram picture, the symbol of success. Jay Bizzle and you listening to Hova. Here comes Monday, 7 p.m. You know what? Grab your phone, grab your tablet, computer. Boyfriends asking why you listening to news. Come on, tell you turn it off or you tell them that's stupid. Whatever you was listening to, well, it's that new shit. Hot topics, crazy holidays, celebrity guests, a couple statements to change. We the new reason you be listening to the radio. J-Boy and Hova, the moment that you've been waiting for. JC Square, you rockin' with JC Square. Yes, it's JC Square, we rockin' with JC Square. Let's go, JC Square, we rockin' with JC Square. Let's go, JC Square, you rockin' with JC Square. Let's go, JC Square, you rockin' with JC Square. Let's go, JC Square, you rockin' with JC Square. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody go. Let's go. We can make a song about going. Let's go. What you wanna do? Where you gonna go? Let's go. I'ma go here. You gon' go there. I used to have a fade. Now I got no hair. That's how we do it when we going gone. All right, it's in the
That was the JC Square challenge.
That was a lie.
Who got a better one?
I did it for the JC Square.
Something.
JC Square challenge.
JC Square, man. What's up, man?
Did it for the
Am
head.
I peaking? I sound like I'm peaking. I'm good money? All right. Man, JC Squared this Monday. IBNX Radio, JC Squared on the air. Your man, Jason, one word, all caps, Cap City. What up, Hov?
What up, everybody?
Hey, what up, Pedro?
¿Qué pasa?
DJ Future One, what it is?
What's good, though? What's good?
You already know, man. Excellent weekend, man. It's homecoming season. I was down at Alabama A&M. Shout out to Alabama A&M. Had a gig down there. So got there to see some of the people. You popping, I can hear you. Where else were we? We can hear you.
What you mean? That's me.
I think
That ain't me.
Oh, I was like, I thought that was. I was like, who is booming like that?
I don't know. You said homecoming weekend. It's funny, man. I was driving my car and just these two, I guess, bride and groom, I guess. You know what I mean? I know it's homecoming, but she had on a wedding dress that was white, and the dude had
Can you wear white?
I don't think you should wear white. You know what I mean? For homecoming, I really don't.
She had on. It was a homecoming.
She had on a wedding dress
at homecoming.
At homecoming.
Stop it.
And like people were honking their horns to say congratulations. You know. And
well, she was like, "This is just an outfit."
But she might have just been leaving her wedding.
No, she wasn't. Like
she
was
got
like,
the joint at a thrift store.
How does he know what she
Because
did?
I actually rolled down my window to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
No. Nothing's happening.
She's like, no, I didn't get married. I got this at the thrift store.
No. She was like, but he's not my date. You know what I mean?
She's a runaway broad.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I said broad. Word, man. What else, man? Festivals. It was Auburn Music Festival, Sweet Auburn Music Festival was this weekend. Festival food is out and popping, and like October 1st came and the weather changed instantly. It was like
super.
It
was cold in the office. I was like, wow.
It was kind of crazy.
No, like I've never seen it like that though.
Yeah,
that joint was like,
it was instant.
It was super
because
crazy.
it get gradually cold. Till it's cold on Halloween. It's never like. And it's not cold. Let's not. Hey, the rest of the world. Let's say this. It's not cold. It's just a little cooler than normal. So let's not get it twisted at all. It was still 82 degrees.
But like the last couple of years, it's been chilly on Halloween.
Yeah,
I do not like it.
Because I don't wear no drawers under my costume. But hey, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead. We doing too much talking. Let's go ahead. We gonna start with this first record.
I don't even know what just happened.
It's that Mama Said, Lucas Graham.
Remember asking both my mom and dad why we never traveled to exotic lands.
We only ever really visit friends. Nothing to tell when the summer ends. We never really went buying clothes. Folks were passing on the stuff in plenty loads. New shoes once a year and then out to play ball so we could ruin them. Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, cause we were good kids. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have it bad. I got enough loving from my mom and dad, but I don't think they really understood when I said that I wanted a deal in Hollywood. I told them I'd be singing on TV. The other kids were calling me a wannabe. The older kids, they started bugging me, but now they're all standing right in front of me. Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, cause we were good kids. I know which place I'm from, I know my home. When I'm in doubt and struggling, that's where I go. An old friend can give advice when new friends only know a half story. That's why I always keep them tight, and why I'm okay. I said I'm okay. You know what my mama said? You know what she told me? My mama said that it was okay. My mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, cause we were good kids. My mama said that it was Mama said that we were good kids. Mama said it was quite all right.
Hey man, shout out to Lucas Graham. Lucas Graham is super dope. The album super dope. 7 years. What else is the joint? Drunk in the Morning. There's a couple dope records on their album. Lucas Graham's self-titled album. Mama said, man, we always try to just put y'all on to something different. Y'all just play something else. You know what I mean? Other than what's on the radio or what you know.
Why we don't never play mumble rap?
Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
I just mumble.
I don't think we know what that is.
I don't know, man.
Just
Hey,
joking, just
so, like we said, it was a good weekend, and we just got to get into this thing. You know what it is. News and
Hot topics.
So what you got for me, Hoover?
Yes, J-Boy. As you know, I don't even know if you guys noticed, but the NBA has moved up.
Yes.
They moved up. I feel like you just turned me down. They moved up about a week early.
You just turned me on.
And also with the NBA moving up, remember the free agent trade deadline, right?
Right.
The trade deadline, that also got moved up.
Right.
It's going to be before the All-Star game now. A week before the All-Star game.
I wonder why that.
And the reason why the NBA moved up because, like Barkley said, these new players are kind of soft. So they kind of spread the schedule out. So now there's not as many back-to-back, 4 games in 5 days anymore.
All right.
So they kind of spread the schedule out. So yesterday, Lonzo Ball played his first game with the Lakers. And Jeff Teague was going at his head.
Oh, yeah?
Jeff Teague and Jimmy and them was going at him. So I think he's going to have a bullseye, like we said in the past, on his back this year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Teague was looking like the all-star Jeff Teague. Crazy. Like,
So how did Lonzo play?
I think he had like 10,
8
8 boards, 6
It was a Lonzo line.
Yeah, but
It's about a Lonzo
it wasn't
line.
flashy yet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But the rookie that came off the bench, I forgot his name, but he's dope.
Kazuma.
Yeah,
I can't
he's
remember
dope.
his name.
So I look forward to.
What's his name, Pedro? Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
What's his name?
I think from here on out, DJ Future One should answer all questions.
And then y'all know we're in week 4 of the NFL. Tonight's game, the Redskins play the Chiefs. Okay. Shout out to all my Indian friends and my heritage. Blackfoot Indian.
So the Redskins gonna play tonight.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I like when the Redskins play tonight.
So say Indian friends, they gotta be playing some other Indians.
Yeah, I'm saying. And they play the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Word. Yeah. So wait, is the Chief better than the Redskin?
I say there's a Chief in the Redskins.
I say hail to the Redskins.
Say hail to the Chiefs. No.
That's what I say.
So they play tonight, and then Thursday night game was the Packers and the Bears. The Packers beat the Bears 35-14.
Right.
The Falcons lost to the Bills this Sunday.
I couldn't believe that, man.
The Bills are in first place.
It was tough. I would have felt bad if the Redskins did that.
Redskins! Oh! Y'all got CJ Boy.
Raise on a warpath, fight for all DC.
That's how you feel, son?
Wow. I couldn't call that. That was kind of woo. All right, so
Can I get my own button?
I'm telling you.
Can I get like a up north Yankee Doodle Dandy?
You can't do that because only the Redskins can do that.
Oh, okay.
We losing sponsors.
Shout out to my other teams. I'm sorry, but this is JC Squared, and the JC is part of the JC Squared. So.
Right. It is Monday night. We on Monday night, and the Redskins play on Monday night.
Yeah.
Cut that up.
Right. And then like they add me and DJ Future One in the square.
Who did you pay?
This done turn to
Pay to do this with you? Like, what's happening?
this done turned into a sit-up comedy, sit-down comedy,
Or a shit show. Something.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for our listeners. This is not a sports show.
It's not a sports
This
show.
is not a sports show, but we like sports. So you got to deal with it. Thank you, especially when the Redskins play. Cut that off.
Hey, I'm dying, son. I'm dying.
Why?
I'm dying.
Why?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna gloss over that the Buccaneers beat the Giants.
No, not again.
The Saints beat the Dolphins 20-0. The Steelers beat the Ravens 26-9. The Ravens, I don't know what's going on. They haven't been good since they went to London.
Should have hired Kaepernick.
The Bengals actually got a win, beat the Browns 31-7. The Rams beat the Cowboys.
Man, the Rams look good. They were talking all that stuff about it.
The Rams look real good.
Sunday was so emotional for me. The Giants went 0-4.
Yeah.
The Patriots lost.
Yeah.
And then the Cowboys lost, right?
Yeah.
And guess what?
What?
OJ was released. I was so emotional, yo. I was like,
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
So what's going on? They released OJ at 3 in the morning
Yeah,
under
I
the
got the
veil of
text.
nothing.
They had to.
And they still found him.
There was somebody that still did the interview.
Yeah.
I've been in my car for 5 hours.
Yo, OJ had on a jean overall suit.
I didn't see it.
Yo,
I didn't see it.
And it was triple breasted.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen the picture.
Yo, he about to get paid, though. If they could get a reality TV show, he about to get paid.
Oh, he should get paid regardless. Yo,
It's going to be a killer.
Yo, they say he been in jail for, what, 9 years?
Huh?
How many years was he?
9 years.
9?
Dude,
It seemed like it was
that
yesterday,
shit
though.
flew.
Yeah.
You know how many
And probably not for
careers-
him.
Shit flew.
Probably
No,
how many
not for
careers he
him.
made?
Not for him, but I mean.
You know how many careers he made off of himself?
I wonder if you get money off of documentaries about yourself.
Is your mic on?
I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I know I've been gone for 2 weeks, man, but damn.
How you doing, Pedro? Pedro had like the
Pedro,
bug
Pedro.
and shit.
I'm telling you, man, I was down out.
No, we ain't tell nobody what's wrong with you.
I know,
we did.
I know.
Can I say what he said happened?
Huh?
With the story I heard when he wasn't feeling well, like with you ate just you got a virus or something from the
Yeah,
food.
man, I got a virus from the food, man.
Yeah, from
Yo.
a person that don't eat meat.
No, but what he said was just so like mind blowing. He said, "I probably ate food from a grill
That had meat on it.
meat
Yeah, he
cooked on
just
it."
still killed us.
And I was like, "What?
That's like
They
any
got
Waffle House.
special
Think about it.
grills,
Think about that.
son, just for."
Meatless grills.
Cross contamination.
And why would you
gotta
grill
think
your
about
food that you
You gotta think about it.
What do you grill that's
that
not
shit
meat?
is so deep, bro. That shit was mind blowing.
What you grill broccoli?
I'm just saying.
You grill your salad?
I'm not gonna lie. I went to this dope restaurant, right? And they had some vegetarian stuff that was so delicious. But I feel like they cooked it on the same side that they cooked everything else. You know what I mean?
The meat side.
Like you went to Fat Matt's and they made the ribs and the chicken in the same together.
Together, you know, and
they know better than
that. And I think that's what told me. You would think they know better.
They know better than that.
Think that, but Ray J probably ain't getting paid enough. You know
all right, let me finish up these sports and we'll definitely get back.
Go ahead. Sports, ladies. Back to the sports. I'm doing well. I'm alive.
Have you moved on from football? Or you?
No, we're still on football. We almost done.
Because at the end of football, I want to say something.
All right, yes, sir. You sure? Because I'm going to cut you off when it's your turn. It's
a question for you.
I'm just playing.
Why you on football?
The Texans beat the Titans 57. Deshaun Watson is looking like
beast.
Peyton Manning, yo.
And who looks stupid?
The Chicago Bears.
Exactly.
But they're about to actually play their quarterback next week. So that's cool.
Okay.
He's actually going to play. So we're going to see how he's going to turn out. The Lions beat the Vikings 14-7.
Right.
The Panthers beat the Patriots.
And
my boy Cam outplayed Brady.
And he finally looked like Cam.
Yeah.
Whoa, Cam.
The Cardinals beat the 49ers 18-15. That was a great game. Overtime, touchdown, winning play. The Eagles beat the Chargers. The Broncos beat the Raiders. And the Seahawks murdered the Colts. I didn't even turn that game on. I already knew the score before it happened.
Yeah, it was.
And
we knew that was going to be ugly.
And I'm just going to give you the top 10 in college football. There's a lot of upsets this weekend. So Alabama's still number 1. Clemson's close at 2. Okay. Oklahoma 3. Okay. Penn State 4. Georgia 5. Washington 6. Michigan 7. TSU 8. Wisconsin 9. And Ohio State number 10. And then last but not least, the baseball playoffs start tomorrow.
Playoffs?
The Yankees are in the wild card game against the Twins, and the Rockies are in the wild card game against the Diamondbacks.
Wow.
So
shout out to the Rockies.
Yeah,
you didn't expect
people were sleeping on them all year, right?
Unfortunately, to the Brewers, the Brew Crew, they started out really, really good, and they end up missing the playoffs by 2 games. Man, I thought the Brew Crew was gonna make it. I gotta look. I don't know why I was looking for the Milwaukee playing the playoffs, but I don't know.
But DJ One had a question. I don't want to.
No, I wanted to know if you noticed, while football was. You were talking about it, like, have you noticed a lot of people stopped watching it because of what's happening?
Yeah, it's definitely
or have you noticed people was it a temporary thing, or is it something that is going to resonate throughout the whole season?
That's my feeling. You know, I always say that we talk about it on here. I don't like social media activists, temporary activists like this. If you for a cause, you for a cause. Yeah, you for a cause, you for a cause. Yeah. You for the people, you for the people, and and it's again. I wish I knew what exact show I said it, but remember I said when the Kaepernick started, I said I disagreed with it. I said he should not have done that. And the reason I said he shouldn't have done that is because I said the message was going to get lost. Remember I said that?
You did say that. You did.
I said the message was going to get lost. They were going to get caught up in the anthem.
You did.
They're not, and it has happened. It's so bad that nobody's talking about what this is for, and now it's all convoluted. You got some people Baltimore kneeled to pray before the anthem. Yeah. They said they asked everybody to kneel for prayer. The whole stadium booed.
That is so disrespectful, yo.
It was it's just so many things.
I'm so past all that, man. I'm just happy about the awareness. And you know what? It's like it's King Colin. You got to give him the credit.
Awareness of what?
The awareness, like everyone is they're trying to change the subject from it. It's so blatantly in their face.
They're trying to change the subject.
Like Colin Kaepernick has brought so much awareness to this topic, and
I think it's muddy though. Now it's muddy.
He can't control what happens. Hey, dude, he's doing all he can do, and he's exemplary. That was the point of that sentence. Was that Colin Kaepernick is that guy that has brought awareness to this topic that needed these eyes.
I just want to see what Trump gonna say about the NBA.
The NBA, they boys
J.R.
do what they want
like,
to do. They want to do. But anyway, that's a good segue. Is that all you have for sports, man?
Yeah.
That's all we have for sports, man. Did you just clap for him?
Yeah, I did.
So unfortunate, man, and I can't even make a joke moment of silence about what's going on in Las Vegas, man. Shout out to the people that live out there, the people we know. But it was a country concert, and just to say that your man was on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay, bucking off like y'all. I don't know if y'all seen the video and hit up power weapons, but the interview for his dad, his brother was like he ain't never even pulled his weapon. So this don't even sound right. I was like, I can't wait to see what Pedro thinks. So Pedro, what do you think?
No comment.
Okay, so
it ain't real.
I figured that.
Yo,
Sandy Hook.
They said homie had 8 to 10 rifles.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Look, I've been to Vegas.
And his brother said he's never had an automatic weapon.
No,
ever.
wait a minute. Let's just let's give the stat line.
Go ahead.
64.
8 to 10 rifles.
8 to 10 rifles.
You know what I'm saying? Now, last count I heard was 58 dead. Over 400 or 500 injured.
Yeah. Deadliest shooting in U.S. history.
What? Okay, now what? These rappers be talking about some out here now.
Yeah.
What type of did this dude have?
None.
Okay, now that's a conspiracy. That's fine. That could be it. But I'm saying,
I blame Trump.
Hold on.
Believe
Let
what
him
they're
finish
saying.
this. Finish this. Yeah, go with what he's saying. Finish the line.
To believe what they're saying, dude, they said the dude had 8 to 10 rifles. You know, and the stat line is 500 people injured, 54 dead. So how many bullets? What type of drums? What type of magazine?
What kind of luggage he had to go into
this nigga
that?
have?
He on the 32nd floor. Did nobody see these 8 rifles sitting out of the bag?
and then he had to blow out the windows. Ain't nobody hear that?
I think that's how they found him.
Like, I haven't even begun to get to the conspiracy yet. Like I'm still.
This is white on white crime. It don't exist. This
Oh
man,
my shit!
This is
Shut up! All right, too soon.
This is a country concert. Think about this.
So what are you saying though?
He said
put
it
your
didn't
whole
happen.
story together.
Think about this.
He just said that happened, and I'll give him a platform to lay out the whole thing. Not right now.
I just put the camera on him. Okay.
Not the whole thing, but
I'm just saying, man.
Again, we're gonna say moment of silence to those people. We keep having these mass shootings. There is an agenda. I think there's an agenda. It's always something like this happens every year, and then they start talking about gun control. So I just don't know what it's just so many coincidences in the thing.
See, there's always two arguments. There's that. That's why we just cover both of them.
Right.
One is what they're feeding you.
Correct.
Right.
After you wrap your brain around if that's even possible, what they're feeding you, then you get to what you're on already.
Yeah,
I get
So
it.
I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, let's see if what they're saying is even possible. Now, 500 injured, 55 dead, 58 dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fish in
okay,
a
how many
barrel.
bullets did this dude have? How can I even possibly believe this?
Hey, look,
That's
I
true.
ain't got past
Now, when
that
you say
yet.
that argument
I'm
is
still
true.
doing that math.
Mathematically, how does that work? Hey,
look,
I
man,
don't know.
they've been pushing all lives matter. You know what I mean? And I get it.
So you think that this was to say all lives matter?
Yeah.
So they should kill some white people?
Listen, white on white crime is real.
All right, I'm moving on. I can't do it. It was Pedro today.
This is not the views of JC Squared on here or IBNX
Anyway.
Radio. This is the views
I'm about
from
to
our Miami
hashtag
born.
that. White on white
Did I tell y'all
crime
that
is
the Redskins was playing tonight? Did I tell you?
Cut that off. Hey man, you can't like honestly it's disrespectful. Nah, it's disrespectful at this point. 5 times we played that and we ain't even talked about Puerto Rico yet, bro. Like,
true.
there's no way we
It's
did
because
that
they
5
Redskins,
times.
and everybody knows that's a Washington team, so they do support
So
Donald Trump.
I'm definitely going to talk about Puerto Rico because I think it's an atrocity what's happening there, and I'm gonna let you get into that too.
I just it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's
This
crazy.
shit is
I just want you to when we get into future politics, I want you to say something about it. I definitely want you to get into that. And so usually I go to a break right now, don't I? Usually I go to a break right now. It's about that time for us to go to break. We're acting crazy. Let's go to the break. We go play a record, and we come back. We got today's holiday. That's stupid. We got a lot of things to talk about. IBNX Radio.
Now I'm out here looking like revenge, feeling like a 10, the best I ever been. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now you're out here looking like regret, ain't too proud to beg, second chance you'll never get. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now payback is a bad bitch, and baby, I'm the baddest. You fucking with a savage. Can't have this, can't have this. And it'd be nice of me to take it easy on ya, but nah. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I know that I would. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Feeling inspired 'cause the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm on fire and I know that it burns. Baby, fineness is the way to ambition, baby. I'm the baddest. You fucking with a savage. Can't have this, can't have this. And it'd be nice of me to take it easy on ya, but nah, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I know that I would. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Feeling inspired 'cause the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm on fire and I know that it burns. Talk that talk, baby. Better walk that walk, baby. If you talk that talk, baby. Better walk that walk, baby. Oh yeah. Talk that talk, baby. Better walk that walk, baby. If you talk that talk, baby. Better walk that walk, baby. Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I know that I would. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Feeling inspired 'cause the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm on fire, but I know that it burns.
Hey, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's Demi Lovato, man, off the new album. There's a lot of new music out. People not waiting for Christmas no more. They said, man, we gonna come in. It's fourth quarter, but we gonna go at the top of the fourth quarter, man.
Yo, do albums still leak like they used to? You remember how niggas used to have an issue?
About a week.
Yeah, they still leak.
I don't know, man.
So is that why they offset? Like with they just releasing them joints too?
It's, you know, it used to be just Tuesday for new music. Now it's Friday and Tuesday.
It used to be 3 weeks, but now it's about a week or maybe a day.
I don't think you can leak music in 2017. Like if it was like 1999, it's a cassette player or a CD, and that's
what you mean?
leak?
What you saying? What you mean?
Leak
Leak?
Like,
digital copies.
Now it's like I'm sending you a copy, sending you a copy, sending you a copy. One of y'all put it out there. I know who put it out.
You saying who? You know who got it?
Yeah.
And we know who did it. It ain't a surprise.
Yeah. I've heard that people just have a jump drive and they'll come in the studio and basically get it, then share the info.
It was the thing is when you get your music pressed up, it has to go through so many different hands, man. So that's kind of the issue. But anyway, we'll get into it. There's absolutely no plugs over here. Oh yeah, yes, I got you. Okay. I'll take it. Anyway, every day's a holiday. Every day a holiday, and we want people to celebrate and really enjoy themselves. So we always tell y'all about the holidays, and today's holiday is
What is it, J-Boy?
The funny thing about today's holiday, nobody in here did it. It is Blue Shirt Day. It's actually Blue Shirt Day, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna play the odds. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna see who actually wears a blue shirt, and nobody wear a blue shirt.
I got on blue.
I got blue pants
right here.
It's Blue Shirt Day. It's very specific.
My shirt is blue. My shirt is blue.
What kind of blue is that?
It's a tan tie. That's navy.
Midnight
pin,
navy. That's
the
navy.
pin is
Beat
blue.
it. It's Blue Shirt Day. And it's also National Name Your Car Day. National Name Your Car Day.
I told you I had to take my car name back.
It
It was called the Black Donald Trump 2012 when he was cool.
When he was cool.
Yeah.
I've never named my car.
You was a supporter.
Do you? You ever named your car?
Nah.
Yeah, I got other shit to do.
Yeah.
I never named my.
I mean, I got Snoopy outside. You know.
You named your car's name Snoopy? You tell me your child named it.
Nah, I did.
Yo, there's a problem.
He's white and he has the black spots.
I want everybody to
front.
stop. I want everybody to stop.
Thank you. See,
I did it.
Thank you.
I know. I want
I
everybody
don't
to stop.
never get him.
You gonna allow
I did it.
Pedro to walk away saying that as a grown man he has named his car Snoopy?
Snoopy.
And then I used to have a brown car. I used to call it Charlie
You
Brown.
should've
Yo,
called-
why do you keep going?
You should have called it
You just
iceberg.
be like, yo, dig a hole. Dig a hole. You just keep digging.
And then like my first car.
You should have called it iceberg. Remember Snoopy?
I've known
Iceberg?
Pedro for years, and I always learned some new shit about him on air.
Because he's so
Wait.
ready to divulge some stuff. yo.
Wait. What was your old car?
Now my
Name
first,
that
my
one.
Oh, my
first,
feet?
my first
I gotta hear this.
original car. Call it the Batmobile.
Okay, that's gangster.
That's a little
gangster.
cooler.
And-
right?
Them laid back seats in that.
How you go from the
1986
Batmobile to Snoopy?
Yeah, how you get softer as you get older? I can see you get softer.
Well, nah,
as
see,
you get older.
Oh,
look,
you had
see, look,
kids.
See, look, that's the difference, right?
That Snoopy is tough.
different. Snoopy is a G.
All right, that's
All right.
Yeah,
You-
all right.
you know
wrap
we
it
gotta
up.
ever watch-
Wrap it up, B. Wrap that shit up, B.
If you ever watch Charlie
So
Brown,
listen, I want to tell you also.
Wait.
Yeah.
Snoopy is a G, though.
Snoopy is a G.
Let's move on.
Bruh.
Okay, so I want to
Bruh,
tell you.
don't
that-
disrespect Snoopy like like.
I know no characteristics of Snoopy.
They dances. Like he hangs with a yellow bird. But anyway, listen. The thing is, you know what's ironic about today is also International Day of Nonviolence. That's the craziest thing in the world. That today is International Day of Nonviolence. The irony of that. When I saw that, I was like,
now what?
How crazy is that?
This stuff happened yesterday.
Well, nobody got killed in D'Amico.
I don't know.
It was definitely midnight. Was it after midnight?
No, it wasn't.
No, they were in Vegas.
Yeah.
There was no murders in the Virgin Islands. I tell you that much.
What? All right. Okay, it's also National Prevent an Eye Injury Day, but I want to punch him in his face.
It's international. I got to talk about everywhere that's international.
Tattoo his eye.
Oh my God.
In America, it's domestic. In America.
Punch him in his eye. But the cool thing that with every day there's a holiday, but also every month is like an awareness month. So you know it's Breast Cancer Month. It's October. So so celebrate breast cancer.
So yo, can we do something this month?
Yes.
For breast cancer awareness as a team.
As a unit. Yeah, let's do that.
As a unit.
Certified checkup.
Yeah, I was just about to say mammogram, right?
Mammograms.
We're doing mammograms here.
Certified.
So everybody comes to ladies come to the station.
I think you were saying we get mammograms.
Yeah.
You didn't get mammograms?
No.
Okay, we're gonna give them. Okay, all right. So we're grabbing all memories.
No,
we're not doing that. That's a lawsuit. Let's not do that. Let's move on. So listen, this
sign
month.
Waivers.
Now if you sign waivers, right?
Thank you.
Sign up.
Thank you.
Let me stop supporting
different.
them today.
That's different. So it's National Apple Month. I love apples. It's National Apple Month, man. So apple everything. I'm a Virginia boy to the heart. So apple pie, apple bottoms, apple everything. It's also National Cookie Month.
Oh.
It's National Cookie Month.
For the cookie.
So this is like a hungry month, and the last one, because these are kind of all favorites for me. So that's why I said I'm gonna talk about these. It was like 30 joints, but it's also National Pizza Month. So I think we're gonna do something every Monday that has something to do with the month or something for the rest. So we got apples, we got pizza, we got cookies, we got full Mondays. We didn't do anything today, so we're gonna make it National Month.
What about the breast?
We're gonna do that too. Oh yeah,
that's the most important thing on the list.
Damn the apples.
Protect the memories, my dude. Like y'all, apples and pizza. Nigga, what about the titties? What's wrong with y'all?
Whoa,
what's wrong with y'all?
This is not the music.
They're not. What are you? Okay, all right. Well, I'm stating about what I said. Yo, cool.
Not the news.
Hey, yo, cool story, bro.
He's a lone wolf.
Cool story, bro.
Lone wolf.
Out here.
I'm on the 35th floor.
Yeah.
Y'all so stupid, man.
Hetero.
Hey, man, let's just
hetero.
celebrate, eat some apples, pizzas, play with memories, and serve them some cookies. Wait a minute.
Little hetero.
Motorboat.
What I do for the cookie.
So anyway, y'all crazy today. Why are we crazy?
Oh, man, yo.
Everybody's crazy. So listen, man, people do and say stupid stuff all the time.
Bro.
They do and say stupid stuff all the time. We like to point it out. It's our favorite part of the show, and it's called
That's Stupid.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay, man. By power of Grayskull.
God said.
I have the power.
We should do. Okay, go ahead.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
normally, guys, when you're working, right, you normally take a nap at work and it goes unnoticed.
Yeah, man. Yo, I used to work at the bank, man, and that's the best place to go. You just go in the bathroom.
Right.
Nah, I
It gotta be
I
the
worked the
stall.
corporate side though. Not I did both, but it was the corporate side. You just go in the bathroom, find the clean stall, and just put your head in your lap and go to sleep. Not really.
Usually the handicap stall because it has the rail. You can lean a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably kind of nasty because I wasn't there to use the bathroom. I was literally there to go to sleep. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, this guy went viral for using the bathroom at work.
Went viral.
Yeah.
Ew.
Basically, a security guard was caught napping on the toilet.
The security, so they took a picture and they put it and went viral.
Yeah.
And he in a full uniform.
Right.
They caught Otis on the toilet.
Otis.
Where was he?
And he said he had to be protecting something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
what?
porcelain god. He was protecting.
The porcelain god. Yeah, what was he protected? Like he had I don't know. I don't know where he was working, but definitely something was missing that night.
I seen it at the Mandolin Bay.
Oh Lord.
Wait.
Okay.
Too soon.
All right. So listen, the porcelain god protector, he went to sleep, went viral. You should never. This is the thing. If you got a uniform, they got your company name on it and your name.
Right.
Like you should always be aware of what you're doing. True. You know what I'm saying? That just don't make sense.
And it looked like he had headphones on.
Anytime I got a brand on my chest, I be like be mindful of who I'ma slap. You know?
And it looked like he had headphones on. We was listening to Sade.
Yo, have you ever had to like save somebody's corporate life and you just chilling? Like you just walking by and you see somebody like with a UPS shirt on doing something stupid. And you're like, dude, come on, man. Like,
come on, man.
Like either take the colors, the brand off, you know what I'm saying, or don't do that stupid thing.
Or I save their life by me being in my corporate skin. I have done that. Somebody's like, you lucky. I order. Yeah. Anyway, let's give that to him from us to you, sir.
That's stupid.
All right.
Now, I got a question for everybody in the room. Now, guys, what are some of the reasons you would kick a girl out your bed?
Okay. So this is a story, and I'm sorry. So it was a young lady. I was young. I was really young, and like we was going down. We went to do, and then she took off her shirt, and she had like mosquito bites. It was like nothing popping, and I was like, I was totally turned off.
Oh wait, time out.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I was thinking literally mosquito bites.
Oh yeah,
no,
it was little.
I get it.
I kicked her out.
Oh,
also, ashy back. I've definitely kicked somebody out for ashy back. I kicked her out for that.
What about?
Am I shallow hell for that? I don't know.
I had a bad smell experience where I was like getting in the shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about anybody? This is old stories. It's not recent stories for anybody. So anything? You got anything? Somebody you would kick somebody out for?
Ashy back never, but get your life together if you got to smell. Like shower
sticky,
or home
sticky.
or probably like that's a decision. Like,
damn the shower. Go home.
Like what's going on?
How about you?
You don't want a different experience?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Pedro, have you kicked anybody out and for what?
Honestly,
you just a nigga. You don't even care.
I have never kicked a girl out.
That's what's up. I had to leave the house once. Like, my friend needs help with the tire.
Just to get them out of here.
And for the shower situation, we just go together. Let's go shower.
She stinks. That because she was on her thing. She stank. That's why he put in the shower. Not because her thing was there.
Yeah.
You think about the wrong thing. It's not running a red light. She stank.
Yeah.
Thinking about the wrong thing.
The wrong thing.
So anyway,
this guy had a reason. He basically dragged the girl out of his house because she peed in his bed.
Girl, you can't. If you ain't got no control over yourself, don't come to nobody's house.
Wow.
That's his fault, though.
That's his fault.
You know what they were into.
He knew she peed in the bed.
That's his fault.
That's what they're into.
She was drunk.
She was
going to shower.
That's what they do.
It was go to shower.
She was probably passed out, drunk.
We gonna call it go to shower. No.
And did it again.
But he literally dragged her out of bed like a caveman. Captain Caveman.
That's because she probably peed in his face.
So he dragged her out because she peed in the bed.
Yeah.
And dragged her butt naked.
And then what happened?
Don't worry, Hove let her back.
He got locked up.
That's definitely an assault charge.
That's definitely. I want to know what else happened.
Because it's not kidnapping when you drag somebody out the house. It's kidnapping when you drag them in the house.
But it is assault, though, buddy. It's just a little bit of assault and of an aggravated battery.
Technically, she assaulted him with that piss.
That's true.
True. That's self-defense. So we're gonna charge her. You know what? She's getting the stupid. Young lady, from us to you.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
You done pissed in that man bed.
Peed in the man bed. And
ew. God. Ladies, have any of y'all ever did that?
Ouch.
I don't know.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna. No, they're not gonna tell us that.
Come on.
Go ahead. What else you got?
And last but not least, now this lady decides to get a tattoo on her eyeball and regrets getting it.
Wait, what?
Eyeball?
Like
immediately, I'm sure.
It's probably a teardrop.
On the eyeball? Are you describing the right place, sir? On the eyeball?
On
the eyeball.
How's that even possible?
Yeah.
I gotta see this.
She got a tattoo on her eyeball.
I've heard people doing it before, though, yo. Like, I've never seen it. I've heard people doing it. I've just never seen it.
Y'all seen what's it called? Anchorman.
I'm twitching right now.
You know Anchorman when he jumped in a bear pit. He said, "Oh, I immediately regret this decision." That's what she did. She immediately regretted that decision.
She's like, because I'm blind.
Hey, man, it's terrible, man. From us to you, lady.
That's stupid.
I can't believe it. People do,
All the time.
people always want to go the extra mile to be like, I'm the wildest. Stop doing this to yourself. I want y'all to just stop doing
And
this.
don't ask if I have a job. Y'all seen that?
I mean, you know, Dave Chappelle said it all. When keeping it real goes wrong.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's like, yeah, that's stupid.
Speaking of keeping it real, man, we gonna get ready to get up. We got two wonderful guests today. But speaking of keeping it real, and I'm gonna talk about it now because I could talk about it a little later, but I'm talking about it now. I had a great interview. Y'all can't wait. Remember, ATL Podcast Network had a great interview last night with the author of ABC to Jay-Z. That's the name of it's a kid's book that they used hip hop to teach children the ABCs. It's a young author. They're a couple, but it's a female who wrote it. She's a young author, a young mom, about 30 years old in Australia. Now, I thought this was cool. You know what I mean? ABC to Jay-Z using hip hop. Cool. They got little characters in the book. They got, you know, is a cool idea. People learn different ways. Well, before we got into the interview, it's like, wait a minute, hold up. Before we do this interview, I got to tell you something. I'm like, you plagiarized? Well, I don't know. What do you got to tell me? Right. Well, it turned into a very interesting conversation. We talk about racism, talk about what we're dealing with here in our country, right? With racism. Well, in Australia, they like, man, we don't have the same issues. Right. We don't understand what's going on with you guys. We don't know what the racial the makeup is, right? And so some of the things that we do and say might not jive, right? So ABC to Jay-Z, they put it out. What happened is on Facebook, somebody asked, "Is this a black-owned company?" Because again, it's hip hop, all black artists, except for Eminem, and you know, one else. So that's in there, and it says it's a black-owned company. Well, somebody responded, "Why does that matter?" So immediately, now the woman that asked, "Is this a black-owned company?" was a blogger, had her own audience. She basically spazzed and wrote about, all right, this is the problem. Why didn't you? And that lets me know that you're not a black-owned and you're exploiting our culture to make money. Culture vulture. There's a bunch of stuff that happened. They tweeted out their wedding pictures and they cropped out the black people that was in it, I guess, because they was like, no, there's black people actually in the wedding, but they cropped it out and said, look, your black friend should have told you, but you don't got no black friend. A whole lot of fallout, man.
The whole thing.
Crazy controversy that happened.
Question.
The book went out for, they got 300 death threats a day. Their wedding pictures been, like I said, it's been tweeted out there. It's been a crazy controversy of what they have been dealing with. And so what I did was just basically bridge the gap because they ain't even had a chance to talk about what happened.
All right.
You know, there's no platform.
That's dope.
To say what happened. So they were on Running the Point with Jason Carey. That's coming out this week, man. And I'm going to leave it at that so y'all can actually listen to the podcast and hear the conversation.
So were they a black-owned business?
No, they were a young white couple.
You got to listen to the podcast to find out.
They're a white couple. And she's like, man, I'm a hip-hop fan. I just was trying to figure out a way to teach my daughter that ABCs in a fun way when she gets older. You know, I'm just in the house trying to figure out how to be a mom. This is my first kid. I don't even, and now I'm in this international scandal. She said, I didn't even think America was going to even listen to this.
And do we give bloggers that much power, though?
Yes.
Like, why couldn't somebody?
Yeah, the internet is powerful.
It's crazy, man.
The internet is actually undefeated. I don't know if you heard.
Yes.
It went down.
Are you gonna buy this?
You said the internet went down?
Let me check the reviews.
It went down, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that you pay attention. That's going to be coming out. It's a very interesting interview and a conversation with just reaching across the other side and letting them say their piece of what really happened. And you just find out that a lot of things happened. And they got educated along the way. They was like, man, it's just stuff that we didn't know. And they was like so apologetic. Like a lot of it's ignorant language on our Kickstarter because they use hip hop language as a teach your young thugs how to the ABCs. It's like the language is, but they were trying to play on hip hop. Right. And I was like, is this our fault? That's the conversation.
No.
And that's my topic here. Is it our fault?
No.
It's not our fault.
No, because
we're putting these images out.
But we don't go to other countries. Right, and try to...
We're exporting the bullshit.
And try to define their language or their culture. And so we're not going to Australia and taking an Australia group, right, and making a book out of it. What they're doing is seeing what's hot. like how the blogger said that it's vulture,
culture vulture.
Yeah, culture vulture. That's exactly what it is.
I don't think so. It's not.
Wait, you have to remember, hip hop is a worldly thing.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, right? But the
culture.
The blueprint of that culture, right, comes from where? Us, the Bronx. Us, right?
But
so
has it not transcended race?
Yes,
it has.
It has.
So they are part of the culture too.
But the terminologies have not transcended. A thug is still a thug.
But
there's an artist called Young Thug.
There is.
That's our fault.
There is.
But I got a different question though. My question is would you say that they're potentially culture vultures?
No.
Right. And you can't. I mean, we don't.
I don't believe they are.
Right. That's
you saying
what I'm saying.
You see how people can see that.
I can see, right? Like for instance, I'm not gonna write a book, right, and put shishini in it, right? And it's a Chinese book. Yes, it means yes in Chinese, right?
Right.
It means yes, right? But if I don't know that shishini, you know what I mean, means yes,
and you
then
make fun of it?
I make fun of it, or I use another word in their language, you know what I mean, to describe something that's offensive, right? And then I try to promote this in their country. They're gonna look at me like I'm crazy because I didn't do my research enough to know that thug, you know what I mean, is not the proper term.
Now, to their point, she did a Kickstarter campaign, and again, first business. She's thinking that only people gonna see this is she's promoting to Aussies. That's what she said. I think I'm promoting to Aussies, and the way they call their kids little homies.
Yeah,
true.
They're children.
True.
She calls she's like my little homie. But
And the
if we
kangaroos
say
is
that,
Joey's, right? Baby
the-
kangaroos, Joey's.
yeah. I don't know where we're going with that.
No, you would say Aussie. So I would
yeah.
Australia, kangaroo. They call him Joey, homeboy. It's dope.
he's been to Outback.
You got it. So yes, you're right. Baby kangaroos are called Joeys.
All right.
She said the word little homie though as hip hop.
As a
If
kid.
if I said that to you,
Right.
if a someone from another culture would be like, yeah, you and your little homie, you would be like, fuck you, what you mean?
Right, yeah.
It sounds
You
offensive.
son to me, son.
Right. For them, it's normal. They kid, me and my little homies.
So they took
It was crazy. So
they took the dialogue, right, and made it fit for them, right? But when you market something, right, you have to do your research. And like you said, it's her first business, so she gets a pass. But you have to do, especially in a book.
Are any of the artists going to be mad at the way?
so far, no.
You
But
know, 'cause how you
so
say
you'll
Young
get
Thug,
the
you know?
I don't think so.
Are you
And
gonna-
it's gonna go further.
Right.
There's a diversity book and some other things. They learned a lot from it. I just want everybody. I'm not going to
It's a
dive
great
into
topic,
it more.
though. It's a great topic, though.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all do listen to the podcast because I'm very, I'm
Yeah.
interested to know what the hell she had to say.
yeah. They were awesome. So shout out to Jessica. Shout out to
Hey,
Dave.
Jessica.
I appreciate y'all being on here, man. But anyway, so what time is it? Yeah. So we got a guess. We got a guess. But I wanted to get into. You know what? I should do J Boy's list right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it
get out
right
the way.
now.
Let's get Biztech out the way. Let's get.
Am I gonna do J Boy's list right now? Yeah, let's do it. And then we're going on a break because what I don't want to do is take a musical break and then we got to come back and take another musical break when it's time for Today in Hip Hop.
Word.
So I just don't want to do that.
Word. We're gonna use baseball signs next time. Joe.
Yeah, true. I did too much. Okay, anyway. So, J-Boy's list, man, I told you we're going to be doing a list every single show now. We'll do these lists, and you never know what it's going to be. You never know what it's going to be. So, today, I had two, but I'm going to stick to this one. No, not that one.
Not that one.
This one is the 15... And I'm not going to do 15. I'm probably going to do 10. But the 10 best men's underwear brands on the planet. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is the thing. I always make a joke about my underfit is just as fly as my outfit. I always say that. Now, we give girls a hard time, man, about how they look, what they're going to wear, and all that. But it's dudes who walk around, but I don't care, they drawers. You got holes in your drawers, your joints look. As men, all we can do is get a haircut, do some push-ups. That's about all we can do. Stay well groomed. But you know what? Wrap the package, bro. Wrap the package. You know, there's some other underwear out there other than Hanes, and if you're buying your underwear in a 5-pack, stop it. I just want to tell you, if you're still buying the 5-pack Fruit of the Looms, stop it. Grow up.
Hanes come in a 5-pack though.
Yes.
5-pack.
Correct. So let's get past. Let's get past.
Go ahead. Number 10.
Because Hanes, it was the cheapest brand. It was top of the top cheapest brand.
But then when Michael Jordan took over, it went to another level.
Just T-shirts.
Top 10.
So yeah, we're gonna go with number 10. Number 10 is 2 Exist Essential Contour Pouch Briefs.
Never
2
seen
Exist is the company. 2 Exist. Now, ladies, when you hear contour pouch, they're really talking about this is really the pouch. So
What you do for the contour
pouch is the Johnson pouch. That's what that is.
Correct.
So the 2 Exist briefs. Anybody boxes, briefs? Where y'all at?
Never heard of it.
Boxes, briefs? Y'all still there? You had briefs?
It depends on the day.
The tight
Boxer briefs.
Depends on the day.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
The ones with the trunks.
Elastic,
All right. David Archie's men's micro separate pouch trunk. So it's Dave Archie. So check out Dave Archie, man. Y'all go out there and get that's number 9.
So what you wearing?
Wait a minute.
Dave.
I always have a hard time with those names.
Sounds weird.
Number 8, Polo. Polo classic cotton knit boxes. Just boxes for all you boxer people out there. Y'all go ahead and wrap the package.
It's for that horse package.
Some grown men. Somebody said get some grown man draws. Number 7, Tommy John's men's second skin trunks. It says.
I thought you were about to say Tom and Jerry.
It said feel like you ain't got nothing on. Tommy John's second skin men's trunks. Feel like you got nothing on.
So what you wearing?
They listed as best barely there men's underwear. Why is it rhyme?
So what you wearing?
What are you asking me? That's weird.
Tommy and John's.
Stop it. Number
Tommy
6.
John surgery.
Under Armour men's original. Under Armour. So Under Armour is in everything. So
Those,
some of y'all
are
liking
acceptable. So what you wearing? Under Armour. Cool.
Now I'm gonna give you. I don't have a pair of these. The Emporio Armani Eagle boxes. Them Jones is actually kind of dope. Now they're like $30 single pair. $30. I think they sell them in a onesie. Not a onesie. One piece.
Them your birthday draws. $30.
But they're listed as the best men's boxer briefs ever. So Emporio Armani Eagle boxer briefs. Hey, ladies,
does it
do you
matter?
love them?
Does it matter?
Hey, that's a good question. We're gonna get into
does
that.
it matter?
Number 4, I never heard of those. These Exfosio boxers. I never heard of those. Sax 5 Modern Fit. Get you some Sax. That's SAXX. Sax 5 Modern Fit. Get you a pair of those.
Don't get those.
Those are called the softest men's underwear.
Yeah.
Also, highlight the contour pouch. That's what they say.
Don't get that.
So fellas, if you're walking around, get your one of these Sax joints so you can highlight the contour pouch for the ladies.
Don't get nothing that says modern fit.
The thing is, y'all walking around looking crazy. You look all nice in your outfit, and then she strip you down and be like, she's like, I'm leaving.
She ain't gonna never say that.
So we just talked about why you kicked the woman out, right? She might kick you out for your droopy drawers. Hey,
just don't ever have the tighty whities. I learned that when I was little.
When do you throw your drawers away? Fellas, you can't wear them forever. You need to throw them away at some point. In elastic stuff. No, not when they get holes in them. Come on, we got respectable men on the show. Grown men drawers. The Exfosio boxer brief is number 2. Is number 2. The boxer
number
brief.
1?
Best men's underwear for travel is what they're calling those. And number 1. Y'all. Number 1 is...
What is it, J-Boy?
Calvin Klein's men's steel micro boxer brief. Best men's boxer brief overall. Calvin Klein men's steel.
Say that 2
boxer
times
brief.
fast.
Get you some Calvin Kleins, man. That's funny. All these years, it's still Calvin Klein is the best draws, y'all.
They always had the best commercial, the best advertising in the magazine.
The underwear ads, man. So
but they was always tidy whities.
Yeah, they changed the game, man. Get you a contour pouch.
Contour pouch is cool.
See,
cool.
You're okay with
but
highlighting contour
don't
pouch.
get nothing that says modern fit, because you know that's too tight.
Anything slim.
Get the modern fit. Get the.
They ain't making for us, J boy.
They fit you right. Hey, but it got a contour pouch. It's big in the front. That's what it's doing. That's all that matters.
Pause.
If you look at the marketing, what are the color of the guys in the
But
marketing?
I'm telling you, hey man, this is my message to y'all. My message to the fellas out there, man. Hey, grow up. Get you some grown man draws, man. Get you some grown man draws. Stop walking around with your 5-packs.
Cool.
Your basic underwear, man.
Cool.
Make sure your underfit is just as fly as your outfit.
I want to see what they say. Doesn't matter.
You see
I
what
want
they
to see
say?
what they say.
The thing is, they probably never thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question.
They probably never thought about it until they see it different.
So-
and then when the women see it different, they be like, you know what? I like that.
So the guy who said lingerie looks better than them grandma panties.
Yeah.
He thought about it.
Yeah, but ladies didn't think about that.
It's been 70,000 years.
Because women it's designed for them to do this.
Because they don't.
It ain't
care.
designed for us. That's not true. That's not true. I've heard different.
They don't care.
I've heard different. I heard that.
The drawers is off before they
Women
even
pay
see
attention to a lot of stuff we don't know.
Exactly.
From our nails to
And they ain't
our
gonna say
shoes,
nothing.
And they will not say nothing.
They not gonna say nothing. They just be like, mm-hmm. They
He'll
don't call
change.
you no more.
So she ain't gonna give you the booty?
Nah, she probably
You might
still
get it
do
once.
Have you ever?
She might do it in the dark.
Have you ever?
And then she gonna talk about you.
Have you
Forever.
ever been
In the
told
street.
no booty because of your drawers?
Well,
One time.
my drawers always
My
right.
drawers be on point. Every time I go out of town, I get a new pack.
All right, time out. Since you been getting the 5-pack, has she ever said?
Since I've been throwing down, man, like I've been aware of what I got on.
Sometimes
Since I've been
commando.
throwing down,
She don't even
I've
tell
been
me to put
aware
them
of what I got on. You put on your luggage drawers or
Whatever.
something. I've been
Whatever.
aware since I've been throwing down. But anyway, man, I told you we gonna get a guest in here. We gonna take I had to take a musical break. I didn't know why I did it. So yeah, let's do that right now. Today in hip hop. So today in hip hop, man. Today in hip hop, this is the perfect time to take a little break, man. We are a hip hop generation. I told you we'd be the first generation of 30-year-olds that will be wearing what?
Jordan
and
sweats.
sweatsuits. And I was right, man. So
And modern
today in hip hop, Public Enemy released their 4th studio album, Apocalypse 91. The Enemy Strikes Black. October 1st, 1991. Public Enemy released their 4th studio album, Apocalypse 91. This was October 1st, so I guess that was yesterday. Pedro, shut up.
Today's the 2nd.
Yeah, but today is Proof's birthday, October 2nd.
There we go. Proof's birthday, y'all.
It's Proof's birthday. But yesterday, they dropped that album, so I'm going to play that. Shut them down! Shut them down! Shut them down right
That's
here.
classic.
Come on, come on. Huh. All right, y'all. I testified, my mama cried. Black people died when the other man lied. See the TV, listen to me, double trouble. I overhaul and I'm coming from the lower level.
shut him down, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down, hey, shut him down, shut him. Okay, I'm sorry. It feel like it's like that time now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's perfect timing for that song to be today in hip hop because of everything we got going on in our society. Public Enemy. Some of the subjects that they talk about. And this album came out, 91? Mm-hmm. Yeah, October 1st, 1991, today in hip-hop. Yesterday. And we still dealing with the issue. Shut up. Pedro, shut up.
I was in 5th grade when that album came out.
What you was doing? It's October 1st. What you was doing?
I actually was being held in class while the kids went on recess because I was bad as hell.
Exactly. October 1st, 1991, Shut 'Em Down. I love that record. I remember I had that joint on cassette. This is when I used to have these headphones right here in a Walkman. I kept a Walkman
the CD
on me.
Or the disc that you could flip?
No, a
or
Walkman.
You hit the button?
Tape.
The tape?
Cassette.
Look.
I ended up getting the switch.
I got you. Look, so
You got a Walkman there?
No, check it out. October 1st, 1982, right?
What is happening?
The CD player was invented.
Really? That's kind of weird.
So that was yesterday to go with your yesterday song.
Shut your Shut up! All right.
I was prepared.
I told you we had a guest coming in. We had a couple of dope guests in here. The way this thing happened, usually it goes together and it melds right. So I'm gonna force these two guests to be the same plane. Right. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna make them connect. Watch this. Make them connect. Anyway, this young lady is artist. I found her. I think I found you on Instagram. Maybe. I think I came across, but I noticed that that we had some friends or whatever, and I was like, wait a minute, did this say Richmond? This say Richmond? And you go on her website, and born in D.C., lived in Richmond, and now she's here in the A. Man, we want to welcome to the show for the first time, Miss Erica J. Miss Erica J. What up? I'm about to say, we better give her a damn applause. Oh. Erica, what's up?
What's up? You said it like DC.
You lived in Richmond. You got the same accent.
I did. I was in Richmond for a while.
Word. So welcome. You are an R&B artist, soul artist, just an artist.
I'm an artist. I sing a lot of stuff.
You sing a lot of stuff. I seen the video and I seen some of the images. Y'all go. What's the website so they can go look at the picture? Because you got one with some drawers on. Everybody go.
These drawers, they do, the Jones. It's ericaj.com. My eye watering over here. You got
Richmond.
No, it's Erica J. ERIKKAJ.
You get it. Extra K's in it.
Two K's.
So you've been grinding, you've been working, you performing up and down. What brought you down here? Of course, the music, I would imagine.
Yeah. I was ready for a change. I had kind of been working in Richmond a lot. My eyes watering, and y'all just smell so good, but it's like
it's the cologne over there. She's drowning in the cologne over there.
Oh, like I'm the only chicken.
We never got 7. Usually, I would change the subject or invite some more women because there's 7 dudes in this room.
I don't mind.
She don't care. The ratio is off.
I hold my own. I hold it. My bad,
ratio
y'all.
is off.
I'm over here wiping my eye. People like,
it smells like Macy's in this joint. We walk through Macy's like, try this. It smells good. Niggas be throwing cards at you. Like, hey, try the new Armani.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you just throw that at me?
Armani, bitch.
He'll spray you first. He'll be like, you like this? Did you just double spray me with different cologne?
I'm going to have to do some explaining when I get home. Like, why you smell like that? Where you been? I was just in the room with a bunch of niggas.
We gonna line up. All of us gonna line up and hug her, bullshit. You can smell
Y'all
like
trying to get me in trouble.
You can smell like hell. All of it together. It's just gonna smell terrible.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I was just like, whoa. But yeah, it smell good. Y'all smell good.
Shit.
But yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, so been working.
You've been working.
I like Atlanta. I like it down here. I wanted to change, and it's time. And I also work in software development, so this is a good city for that too.
Okay, so all right, and it's definitely a good place to be, especially for the music. A3C this weekend.
Yes, so, it is. I'll be there.
You gonna be running around the streets.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
So influence. You got any artist influence?
The ones I always cite, like when I was kind of coming up with my style. My mom played a lot of Sade growing up.
Okay.
My grandma played a lot of jazz. Like Billie Holiday is a big. I'm a big fan of her.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah. And of course, like Mary J. I grew up listening to '90s music. So
you definitely had an "I'm going down" hat
everybody
on.
says that.
Shit, I'm going down hat on in her photo shoot.
Yeah, I know.
So, I saw the. I thought you was gonna wear the hat and the red lipstick today.
Nah, not today.
I should have we probably should have put that. Hov, remind me to make sure
that
Brittany puts that in the invite.
Wear the hat,
wear the hat and the red lipstick and the jumps.
Yeah,
wear all that in the fishnet.
With no draws.
What am I
just have to go to the website and then you can go see.
But shout out to you. Got a project out now?
I do. I got a few things out. So I mean, it's all iTunes and Spotify. You know, all of that. Okay. I haven't put out a project in a while. I got a couple singles, but yeah.
You keep doing it.
Definitely looking. Okay. I was just like, what's going on?
Continue.
You know, black people. I got to know what all the signals mean. You know what I mean?
It's all sorts of.
Do I need to boop boop and get in the car? Like, let me know. No.
Shoot on the 35th floor.
It's all sorts of signals. Hey, Blacksmith, her vocal's a little hot, and she's hot. She a little hot. Okay.
I am hot. Thank
you.
Definitely. You know, thanks for the compliment. No, let me stop.
Yo, she just wiped herself down.
She did wipe herself down. Wipe me down.
The whole 4 bars of that song.
I did kind of, you know.
Clue it up.
So anyway, so you lived in, you from DC, and you know the Redskins playing tonight. Did you know the Redskins playing?
She's not a
Stop it, cut that out. Stop that.
No, I used to watch football. I mean, so like a real
Right,
I was a Dallas fan.
She woke now.
She said Dallas, bro.
She
You said I'm woke.
But you know what? In DC,
no.
but in DC, they got like the biggest Dallas.
I be trying to explain to people. They be like, "How you from DC and you a Dallas?"
They got a
fan?"
huge
This
Dallas.
is what
It was America's team. My uncle was the same way.
It's either you love the Redskins or you hate the Redskins.
Yeah.
If you hate the Redskins, you're gonna go with they.
And
arch
also
nemesis.
because at the time, I think
That's what
Redskins were one of the last teams that had black people or something like that.
Word.
It was an
Trump
issue.
supporters.
It was a social issue at one time.
I guess.
But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But so the music out, you got a single out right now?
I do.
The one with the video, is that?
Yeah, I got a lot of videos.
Yeah, the newest video, the one with the black veil on that I watched is on your
That
Instagram.
was one of the older songs too.
Okay.
I do have that one. I did. The last single I put out is actually an EDM remix of my song Rewind.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
EDM. Talk about that.
I told you I do a lot of different things. There's a dude out in LA that I met, Chisholm. Shout out Chisholm.
Shout out to Chisholm.
And at a conference out there, and I've been trying to do some more out of the box things with him.
Mm-hmm.
But the other big single I had was Supposed to Love, and there's a video for that I shot in LA.
Sweet. Where are we going with this? Where do you are you looking for a deal? You independently signed? What's the move?
Definitely about the independent route for me, just because I know too much of the business side to really actively seek a deal unless it's really the right one.
Yeah.
For me personally, but I'm liking the indie thing. I do voiceovers and all of that. I do my own thing.
I was gonna get that. Don't be hijacking my energy.
Oh, my bad. I'm just saying. I like being able to do what I want to do.
Okay, so she's control freak. Got it.
I mean, call it what you like.
I
call it 100%.
So voiceover. I saw you lend your voice to commercials and other things. Lotto. How'd you get into voiceover?
I was looking for other income streams, you know, because music is great, but it's not always not always in the black.
Yeah.
So,
hey, we just connected.
I mean, I told you, we talked about that in the hallway.
I just connected you, dog.
Yeah.
See, I knew it.
Financial Fridays. If you see my page, people know about that. But yeah, so I was looking for other ways to do that, and you know, your voice is a talent in multiple ways. So I talked to somebody about voiceovers.
And can she give an example? I would love to hear her voiceover.
I don't do no crazy cartoon voices or anything like that.
Like something like a dating site. Like if somebody wanted to meet me, how would you put
Read
me?
that.
Give me a script.
Just give me a script.
Let me see. What kind of voice you want?
Sexy.
This is Virginia Lotto. This is for the Lotto.
Okay, I did do DC Lotto.
I know you did. So let's see. Here we go.
Live call-in line 678-688 IBNX.
Oh man, I'm calling right now.
Where's the number? I'm ready.
That's weird.
That was very weird. We've never done that.
Call-in line.
What are your thoughts over there, Future One?
Hey man, I'm just observing.
I'm just here so I don't get fired.
No, I don't want to get fined.
It's so crazy.
I was looking for the $3.99 a minute.
But yo, she did an awesome job with the speaking.
The switch up.
Of the phone number.
The reading of the phone. The reading of the phone.
Awesome
number.
job. I don't want that to get lost in translation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know where you was going. We got Troy coming up. So speaking of independent artists, we're gonna play an independent artist right now, and then we're gonna get into one of Erica's records. This Troy Ave. I love Troy Ave.
Yeah.
This Chuck Norris, IBNX Radio.
Cito on the beat.
Howdy. You the type of low I ain't feeling. The type that don't take care of their children. I never ever let a nigga play me. If you get caught, don't say me. I fucks with the hoes and the gangsters. I'm up with the dough yelling thank ya. I fucks with the hoes and the gangsters. I'm up with the dough yelling thank ya. I'm out here just to flourish. Kicking that shit like Chuck Norris. Saint Laurent staying firm though. Close your motherfucking mouth, you can learn how. Real ones know to be quiet. I'm getting money, you should try it. Eating off a digit scale, fish diet. I don't do drugs, let the bitches try it. She get high on the fucking low. She get by, so I fucking both. Now they kissing in the strip club. Few dollars make them do the most. You the type of low I ain't feeling. The type that don't take care of their children. I never ever let a nigga play me. If you get caught, don't say me. I fucks with the hoes and the gangsters. I'm up with the dough yelling thank ya. I fucks with the hoes and the gangsters. I'm up with the dough yelling thank ya. Fake niggas stop acting.
We're gonna take that out. I can't. I love that song, but it's a little grimy. So I just give them a little taste of it, and then we're gonna take it out.
It's a little after 5 p.m.
It's a little grimy. Okay. I love that record though. Chuck Norris. The album of the summer is the name of that Troy Ave album. So y'all go out there and get that record. But I can't take up Erica's time with Troy Ave, so I didn't want to do that. So this is what we're gonna do. We got that the EDM record, the Chisholm remix. So you go ahead and introduce that record, man. It's the first time world premiere right here on JC Squared on the air, IBNX Radio. I love when they bring us our exclusive. So I want you to introduce the record, to introduce it to the people in your voice.
This is Erica J, and this is the Rewind remix by Chisholm.
Oh! JC Squared. get your Christmas body.
Your Christmas body.
Your after Thanksgiving on to Erica J, y'all. That is the aerobics mix 2018, y'all. And reach and two. Working on the glutes, ladies. And bend. All right, anyway. Erica, tell them what your social media is so people can find you. And where you going to be performing next?
Yeah, man. Everything is Miss Erica J, MISSERIKKAJ. It's ericaj.com, links to everything. And I don't have performances lined up now. I've been getting settled and everything in Atlanta, but I will be at A3C. And like I said, right now I'm kind of getting into writing mode and get another project out. So
you see her in the street with the big I'm going down hat and the red lipstick. Just run up to her, take a selfie, buy the album. That's what we saying.
But get on my mailing list. So if I do have a performance, you'll find out.
So get on it. Go to the website and get on the mailing list. That's awesome. Get on the mailing list, man. Shout out to Erica J, man. Y'all show us some love. What y'all think? What y'all think about this song?
I think it was really awesome.
I liked it, man. We gotta throw that thing in the mix. You DJ, man. What's up? How you feel, DJ?
I like it. I like anything that's different, man. Different and catchy. And music has so many different avenues it can go up, man. You never know what appeals to what, but creativity is the main thing. Yeah, it is, music, man.
Shout out to Chisholm. That joint going in Vegas. In Vegas, you got one of the biggest Halloween parties in Vegas. Yeah. Oh, was it? I didn't even think about that. Thank you.
Yo, and it's funny you say that. So somebody, Future just tweeted not too long ago promoting his concert in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Just
wasn't even
not even thinking about
out of time. You know what I'm saying?
Like crazy.
Well, since we're talking about Vegas, I'll be there next week.
Mad soon.
You know what I mean? So just check
it's
me
National
out.
Pizza Month. Eat a pizza. All right. Moving on, man. I told you we had. What you mean? Yeah. Y'all go ahead and do that.
Right.
So I told you we had several guests. And I told you I was going to connect them. And we was able to connect these two. He said, what about the titties? I'm sorry.
What about pizza?
It's breast cancer.
Breast cancer. Threw me off.
Memories.
Yeah, man.
What about the memories?
All right.
These are not the views of Pedro Francois.
My man. We're gonna welcome the coach, man, because we talk about financial, we talking about credit repair. We've talked about that. So he's a credit coach, he's a financial coach, he's the man. I'm gonna give it up right now for my man Coach T on the building. In the building, man.
What's going on?
What's good, man? What's good? Now they call you Coach T. Your mama named you Anthony, right? Is that
T. Anthony Money?
T. Anthony Money. Is that by chance or your real last name is Money?
On my birth certificate, brother.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We get to it.
Predisposed to be dealing with the money. so shout out to you, man. It was something else I had to talk to you about, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. We'll get into that, man. But anyway, so where you from, brother?
Man, I'm really from Dayton, Ohio, man.
Dayton, Ohio in the building, y'all. Y'all give it up for Dayton, Ohio, man.
But he said really from Dayton, Ohio.
Really?
Because people be lying about where they from, huh? Is that what you was trying to say?
Nah, man.
I don't know who's claiming Dayton, Ohio.
By the way of Akron.
Yeah. And so now you're also a multi-level marketing MLM entrepreneur, one of the top earners, right?
Right.
One of the top earners. That's crazy to have that in, because we talk about that from time to time on the show, but to have somebody that's actually like, man, I'm a top earner, man. I make things happen with the MLM, and I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on that, but I'm gonna get into them numbers, bro. Because listen, when people send in their information, he said, look, these are my numbers. Let's put the numbers on the board.
Right.
Let's put the numbers on the board. Let's talk about the credit repair. Like 350 credit repair agents in 10 months.
In 10 months, man.
In 10 months, let's just talk about that business. It's the credit repair side of it. How do you build 350 agents just across the nation, I would imagine?
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, network marketing is the largest industry on the planet. It has more millionaires than any other industry, including the entertainment industry and the medical field combined.
Oh, combined.
So,
wow.
You know, when I got, you know, introduced to network marketing 5 years ago, because, you know, I'm a professional actor and a songwriter and producer.
Okay.
So, you know.
Just a gloss over that.
I know, right?
Just drop
I
that.
just sing.
By the way,
you know.
All right.
They paid me to sing and write it. I told you I was going to connect it. Look at that.
Right.
I got a hit for her now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was over here like this.
Straight up.
Don't record.
She's like, I found an investor.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
So, so people don't. I say a lot of times network marketing is a long haul. It's the long play. You know,
right.
A lot of people get in and they teach you the pie in the sky. You gonna get rich, right. And some people don't have it. They'll stay. They'll get in the business a little while. They'll make no money. They get out of it.
Right.
Have you been doing this for a long time? You?
Yeah, I've been doing network marketing 5 years. I've been a top.
That's not the long haul, though. You got to it immediately.
Right. Definitely. I've been in 5 years. I've been a top income earner in 2 different companies, you know, that I've been with. But when I got with this credit, you know, business, you know, my mentor, her name is Robinson out of Atlanta too.
Okay.
And when she introduced it to me, you know, she told me about it. And you know, at the time, you know, being an artist or being an actor, you make a little money, but you're not making the kind of money that can sustain you. And I said, you know what? I've done this once. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and take it in. Plus, at the time, my credit score was a 590.
Okay.
I had some tax liens, some other stuff on my credit, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna just sign up for the business, but I'm gonna just get my credit worked on first."
Gotcha.
And she was like, "You're making a mistake."
She said, "Do it the other way around."
She said, "You need to go ahead and get your credit fixed and be doing the business at the same time." So the first month in the business, I absolutely did nothing.
The first month.
That's about right.
I got some results in 45 days. My credit score went from a 590 to a 727.
Damn.
So I said, wait a minute. I'm about to start telling people about it.
Yeah.
So I started telling people about it. You know, I enrolled a couple of new agents. Next thing I know, you know, those agents knew other people. Next thing I know, 10 months later, I have 350 agents all over the U.S.
Wow. And because think about credit, people pay attention to their credit. They need it, not everybody.
Right.
You pay attention to the credit you need. So that is a business. It's one of those things. I say you get into businesses or services that people are gonna need. Like,
right.
You know, so that's something that everybody's gonna need. So it almost sells itself, huh?
It sells itself in an aspect of, you know, everybody needs good credit, but people don't understand credit. So when you have a person who can actually explain what the benefits from having good credit versus having less than perfect credit, you know, you're able to.
Is that a nice way to say your shit is terrible?
Yes.
Less than perfect.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, you got some messed up credit, brother, but we're gonna just call it less than perfect.
Hey, brother. Hey, put your arm around. Hey,
don't make you feel too bad. Don't make you feel too bad.
You less than perfect, but nobody is.
Right. Hey, we got to be politically correct, man.
I'm going to use that across the whole board.
Right.
Everything.
Hey, baby, get your less than perfect ass over here.
So what do you say when it's like a 4?
A girl walk up and be like, hey, you know what, you fine. I be like, girl, you less than perfect.
Yo.
Right.
And I say cosmetically challenged.
Less than perfect is a lot better. It's a lot better. Listen, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said something to me recently. She was definitely less than perfect.
Yo, you gotta let her know.
I wish I had this in my head.
That's how you walk away. You walk away, after somebody says something crazy to you, you walk away like, yo, you less than perfect, yo.
She said, you fine. You can get it. I was like, for real. Right. My voice got hot. Word. I walked away. But I wish I had less than perfect on me. I'd be like, girl, you know what? Thank you.
So how was that meatloaf? It was a little less than perfect.
I told you, across the board.
How was I?
Less than perfect. Okay. So anyway, less than perfect. Carry on.
So yeah, man. You know, when you come from that aspect of especially what's going on in the community, you know, we know that 68 million people in the country have less than perfect credit.
68.
68 million people.
Wow.
And
Whoa, so but wait a minute though. But technically, less than perfect is
what is perfect?
It's like 806 is less than perfect. I mean,
not at all.
What's perfect credit? What?
Anything under a 699 is less than perfect credit.
Right.
You know, so
But perfect credit is what though?
A perfect credit can be anywhere from 750 to 850 credit score. Yeah.
Okay.
FICO.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
So
teach them on here. We giving you the platform. Teach them on
no
here.
No doubt. So, me coming from the music and entertainment, background, I knew that it was a lot of starving artists. Mm-hmm. So me and my business partners, LeVar Robinson and Austin Sanders, we came up with a campaign called...
Wait a minute. What's the name again?
LeVar Robinson and Austin Sanders.
That's another pack of underwear. I
got you. Robinson, Anderson, and Money. Oh, Money. Hey, y'all a law firm. Man.
No doubt.
That's how he said it too. It's like the Austin. He changed his whole voice when he said everybody's name. That's how y'all introduce
Right. Same industry.
Word. Okay. Carry on. I'm sorry.
But no doubt, man. But we started a campaign called 100 Starving Artists because we know that people love to call themselves starving artists, and we believe in our mission that you don't have to starve when you're working your passion. What you need to do is you need to find an avenue that's going to fund your dreams.
Yo, you sound like E40 right now, son. You talking that talk.
Dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
That's the campaign we run in 100 Starving Artists. A lot of our business partners, they have another one called 100 Single Women.
I was going to get into that.
I'm about to join that one. What's up, ladies?
100 single mothers, So,
yeah, less than perfect.
I like kids.
True.
Nah, you need to get that POF, son. You need something different.
So let's get into that because you say you have a mission of helping 100
starving artists
and 100 single mothers.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, the artist was a whole new thing, but the single mothers, why the focus on single mothers? What's the
because I grew up in a single parent household, so I know like my mom, it was 5 of us. And, my mom, she graduated from high school. She graduated from college with 2 degrees. And she was still able to take care of all 5 of us. So we know that, just because you're a single mom, it does not mean that you can't be successful.
Gotcha.
And it's too many women out here buying into the fact that, if there's no man around, that, you're kind of stuck. And, and that's just not the case, though. We need more men in the homes. You should still be able to do and fund for your children whatever you want them to do, whether it's, to play sports, whether you want to take them on a vacation, whether it's want to put a savings in there so they can have money to go to school. You should still have the same opportunities as everybody else. You shouldn't have to struggle for it.
Wow. Okay. That's dope. That's dope. So it's not only a financial game, but it's also a passion project for you guys.
Oh, definitely, man. It's all community-based.
Okay.
It's all community-based.
That's sweet. You gonna do a song about it, too? You gonna say T-Money?
We're gonna put some
T-Money.
We're gonna try to put some. We got her. We're gonna, backgrounds,
We'll put it together, man. That's what's up, man. So if somebody wanted, they less than perfect credit, and they wanted to get into a better space, they come to you and they say, hey, I need to get my credit fixed. You put them through a class, you put them through a program, do you sign them up? How does that work?
Right, so this is the great thing about, our program. There is no class, to go to. We're going to enroll you into a program. This program is going to secure you financially. It's going to secure your credit, your social security number, because we're going to protect your identity up to $1 million. And also, we're going to restore your credit in, anywhere from 45 days to 6 months, depending on the severity of your credit. Okay. And we're going to coach and mentor you all the way through. So when it's time for you to buy that new house, that new car, or maybe you need to get your baby some braces, whatever you need to do financially, you'll have the power of credit to do it.
Got it. Okay. All right. And I want to... You can tell me if not, is there a cost to that? Is there a cost associated to that?
Definitely, it's a cost. Any service isn't free. We can't walk around giving people free credit repair because that's how they got it in the very beginning, because they thought everything they had was free, and they didn't want to pay it back.
And a lot of people don't value what's free. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, you give people stuff, they be like, all right. That the little gift you get when you go to
right.
They hand you something at a festival, it ends up on the ground. Like, you know what? Somebody pay for that.
Right.
It was free to use, so you didn't care, right?
And it's all about building value on your product. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of value in order for people to even gravitate towards it.
Okay. And you're from Dayton, but you live here now.
Yeah, I live in Atlanta, but I went to Dayton, Ohio, and built a business for the last 8 months.
Gotcha.
So and we about to go to St. Louis.
So you went to Dayton specifically for
to build.
The business.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
Like, yeah.
So they say, I'm fix home first.
Yeah.
But you know, there's still a lot to be said, man, about, you know, traveling to get that check.
Oh, yeah.
You did, like, I'm sure that, well, I don't know. Maybe you like being home, but I mean, you know, Atlanta, staying in Atlanta and not getting enough money. And
trying to say there ain't nothing in Dayton, Ohio?
I actually didn't. I would have said that if I was trying to say that.
And
So I
the
didn't.
Flyers, right?
But,
Yeah.
But I mean,
you'd be surprised what's in Dayton, man.
Nah, man, you chased your dream, and that's just one place. So you're gonna duplicate that same thing, like in you said St. Louis.
Right. We'll be going to St. Louis and Charlotte. I have a huge team in St. Louis. Got a team in Charlotte.
So.
You got a team everywhere because you got
dope.
350 people.
That's dope. So
these niggas don't live in the same place.
I'm looking forward to working with you. But I got a question off the dome about credit real quick. You know what I'm saying? So because you fix credit.
Right.
Okay. So for people that don't have bad or derogatory things on their credit, their only issue is having too much debt. But, you know, they just got too much debt. You know, like everything paid on time, I guess, you know, but you just got too much debt. Is that something you can fix?
Absolutely.
Without just having to just pay the debt down. Like, say, because some people it's student loans, you know, it could be credit cards, like whatever, but you pay everything on time.
The great thing about credit is what people don't understand, that anything that's on your credit report, it does not have to be there by law. You know, the Fair Credit Act of 1971 clearly states that everything
Drop a date on them.
negative, erroneous, or inaccurate, it can be removed. So somebody could have put one letter wrong on your name, and we can deem that as invalid on your credit. So if you have student loans, bankruptcies, foreclosures, short sales, it doesn't matter. Those things can be removed from your credit. So if you owe too much debt, usually people are really over their limits on their credit cards. The utilization is too high. You got to keep it under 30%.
Exactly.
But don't it come back, though? I've heard people that say, hey, I'm going to remove like 30 things off your credit, but 15 may come back, and you're going to have to pay me again. I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's a scam, guys.
It wasn't done.
It's a great word for that, and it's called scam.
Shout out to the janky promoters.
You know, actually, you know, we've partnered with a great company who has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, who actually prepare our documents for us for the initial credit repair. So you can look that up. Our A+ rating is definitely on my website. You can click it and tell you know how long we've been A+ and you know what our rating is.
And you just made a verb.
Right.
Action.
Right.
So I'm glad you said what you said a little earlier. We won't dig deep into this. I want you guys to make sure you follow this gentleman, follow the business. I always say that systems, it's a system. Anything's a system can be manipulated.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can work whatever system, and credit is just another system. Some people are at home stressing about credit, and like you said, they don't understand it.
Right.
And some people are like, it's too late. I'm 50. I'm this. I'm 20. I don't have a lot. It's a system.
Right.
And the system can be worked. It's just you need to go to a source to learn. So I think the moral of the story here is just to be educated. Educate yourself on whatever it is.
Absolutely.
And you can get yourself in a better position. You got a Instagram? You got a
Oh, definitely. You know, you definitely guys can reach me out on Facebook at T Anthony Money. Money is spelled MONIE, or you can hit me on Instagram at Coach T Anthony.
All right, Coach T Anthony website.
Website is CoachTAnthony.com.
Man, check out the brothers, and they all come together, and they'll smell your house like Macy's. Men's department. They're like,
no doubt. No doubt.
Men's department, man. I appreciate you being here. Stick around. I got some more stuff for you, but we're about to get into. We talk about business. We talk about technology. We are a technology team. I don't give you 2 minutes because you gonna have how long you need. Yeah, right. All right, so we are a technology team. We're on the internet, for God's sakes. Watch TV with multiple screens, correct? We on live. We're streaming everywhere. Right. So we do this segment here on the show, and it's called Biz Tech with my man Pedro Francois. Pedro, what's up? ¿Qué pasa? What you got for us, though?
All right, so today in technology, let me get this out the way real quick. So today, October 2nd, 1925, John Logie Bard.
Logie. Never mind, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, performed the first test of a television. So the television was first tested in 1925. Yeah.
1925? When did the television actually come out? We'll look into it. Don't worry about it.
That's a good question. All right, so Hinckley, Anybody ever heard of Hinckley?
He is the kicker in that's not his name?
Hinckley?
Okay, I thought it was
I think
Finkel.
that's somebody different you talking about. Though.
Yeah, it's the kicker.
Hinckley? No, ain't nobody in this room ever heard of Hinckley. No,
go ahead.
No,
So that was a rhetorical question then.
no offense.
Go ahead.
No offense. The only reason why, because nobody in this room owns a yacht. But
Not yet.
not yet, because eventually we are going to get to know who Hinckley is.
Let's do it.
All right. So Hinckley is a yacht company, right? Who's actually invented the world's first all-electric yacht.
Electric yacht.
Yes.
No gas.
No gas.
Okay.
Wow.
It's actually powered
Water.
by two i3 BMW electric engines, which is pretty dope.
Okay, that's cool.
So-
what's the name of the company again?
Hinckley.
Hinckley. So look out for the electric yacht. We going green everywhere. Yo.
Going green everywhere. Going green everywhere. Now everybody knows that my main man, CEO of Tesla,
Damn yacht.
says that he wants everybody to be on Mars in 2020. He's launching his first group to Mars in 2020. Right. So there's a company out in Dubai, right, who has actually built a Mars facility in Dubai, so that we can practice how to live in Dubai.
You go to Dubai and get your Mars practice on.
Yeah, you get your Mars practice on, which is crazy that they're actually doing this. $167 million to build a facility to practice.
Does that not make anybody else mad? Like that's
Practice.
This is a practice.
We talking about practice.
Practice. We talking not a game. Not a game.
To live on
practice. That's crazy.
Practice.
So they spend all this money to practice, and we're having a problem with Puerto Rico. We have a problem, and, homelessness is terrible in Atlanta. Hunger is crazy.
But I don't know if y'all remember, but I think it was last year when I told y'all to buy some land on Mars. You remember that? I told y'all I'd get 20 acres of land for $200.
You did say that.
Y'all thought I was crazy.
I still think you're crazy for that.
Hey,
I ain't going to no damn Mars.
I'm just saying, I don't even know how
But
you
I
can
sell
sell it.
land, $200.
But $200 for 20 acres,
But
y'all.
it just sounds like you're selling air in a bag. Feels like the same scam to me.
Because who's going? Are you gonna go to Mars?
Hey, money coach, is that a smart idea? Should I do that?
Should I buy $200?
I want to see the first group of
Hey
people.
man, I wouldn't buy it, man.
Don't do
I
it.
wouldn't buy
The
it.
credit and business coach said don't
Pedro,
do it. But anyway.
I'm convinced that you are radically brilliant. Because
Appreciate
he's so
that.
far out, dude.
Appreciate that.
But like in 1,000 years, he's spot on.
Yeah, definitely gonna have.
But we'll be dead before
It'll be a statue, a bust of Pedro.
And I'll still be alive.
Hey, but guess what?
With some drugs
You're
on.
leaving a great legacy, though. You buy it now, you'll be dead before your great grandkids get on
No,
there.
we talk about legacy, man. Legacy.
Are you done?
Generational wealth.
Right.
And then the last thing is that the tobacco company may be taking another hit, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually a good thing because they saying that they want to change the legal age for people to buy cigarettes to 21.
I was just about to say 25.
21.
21. Wow.
How y'all feel about that?
I think the high school kids are still going to be outside.
I don't understand how the hell anybody still smoking cigarettes anyway. For real, you can't smoke nowhere. Number one. Number two, dude, it's like $10 a pack. It's just like it's a terrible. It doesn't make sense. It just don't make sense.
Sending people to die in a war, but tell them what they can and cannot consume.
Oh.
Hey, good point.
Come say that into the mic. Come say that into the mic.
What'd you say that?
Come say that into the mic.
That sounds like a Chris Rock joke.
I said the only issue for me is that you sending people to die in war at 18, but tell them what they can or cannot consume.
Early.
So go.
But ain't it voluntary? Ain't they voluntarily signing up for the war?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm saying, but
They don't
That's your
volunteer
fault.
to go to
you
war.
can't smoke a cigarette.
Right.
I
But you
hate
can't.
smoke. I think it's disgusting and
nasty.
it's unhealthy. But
Did you
She
just
smokes.
advocate for both sides? What the hell's
did.
wrong with you over there?
all I'm saying is
She's wearing two hats.
Yeah.
I feel that though.
Shout out.
She's
to
wearing
her.
a Mary J hat and a baseball hat.
Basically,
So listen, man. Speaking, this is perfect. That's a perfect segue. That was a perfect segue because we gotta, we want y'all to check into ATL Podcast Network. That's atlpn.com. We have a podcast over there called Future Politics. Man, he's Future of Politics. My man DJ Future One with Future Politics. What's up? What's your man?
What's going on, yo? So this is Future Politics, man. I try to pull your coat to some things that you may not have paid attention to because politics, some people may not pay attention to it. We talked about that, like the awesome massacre, the awful massacre that happened awful
I got you.
massacre that happened in Las Vegas. Apparently, they say that the trigger man used what's called a trigger crank to get so many rounds out. They said this trigger crank...
A Gatling gun?
A trigger crank is what it's called, and it allows it to accelerate up to 700 rounds per minute. And they say apparently he had 8 to 10 rifles in that room. But, we don't know the truth. The facts are still coming out about that. Okay. So, prayers are definitely to go out to Vegas for that. At this present time, 59 are dead and 527 are considered injured. That's just from there. So there's so much going on right now. We still are recovering from these.
So much drama in that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So you got that, and so I'm sure America is going to start pushing gun control again. You know what I mean? And we know that gun control fluctuates depending on the disaster that's just happened. So in Japan, I just wanted to say, to get a weapon in Japan, right? First, you have to attend an all-day class and pass a written test, okay? Which is only held once a month. You must also take and pass a shooting range class. Then you have to go to the hospital for a mental test and a drug test. You got to do all this to get a gun.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It took me 7 minutes to get my first gun.
And then after that, you got to pass a rigorous background check for any criminal record or association with criminal activity groups or gangs. You know what I'm saying? So all that is intact. And of course, they have some of the lowest gun situations. Nothing like we have here. So I mean, I think that gun control is definitely, it needs to be revamped, as do some other things that the president has on his plate, like tax reform. Pedro and I were just talking about the current tax situation and these bills that continue to try to get passed. Healthcare, while all this stuff is happening, these hurricanes are coming. Puerto Rico is still in shambles. They're supposed to be without power for another 5 to 6 months. Have you guys been paying attention to what's happening over there?
Did you say 5 to 6 months?
Yeah. Without power, bro. Like, we complain about the dumbest stuff here, like, after you see what's really real.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
5 to 6 months without power. And supposedly, they've been unable to reach certain parts of the island to even, get them water and just the bare necessities. So the mayor has been, claiming that they're not getting what they're supposed to get.
And people are chipping in. Jay-Z got a plane for Fat Joe, and who else put up a plane?
Yep, Jay-Z, Fat Joe, just a lot of entertainers, man. And
just saying that we got to take care of ourselves.
Annie,
that's what it sounds like.
You know what I mean? And it's quite possible that is the case. So everyone does have to look into themselves and see what they can do to make the situation better. Mm-hmm. But another problem I see though is that hate and division is kind of coming from the top, and this goes back to the Vegas thing. I mean, with all the things going on with the NFL protesting, the cops shooting black people, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, and the president makes the comments like, get the SOB out of there. We hadn't even talked about that. You know what I mean? The president's comments calling NFL players sons of bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? How do you call players' moms bees? But either way, there's been a huge protest about that. So all these things are happening that are causing, you to not pay attention to some of the laws that might or might not be getting passed right under your nose. So let's be vigilant. Let's be vigilant. You know what I mean? Greg Popovich, a lot of people have been speaking up about the spin that's been happening, like with, issues whizzing past your head, to pry you away from something else that's going on. So Greg Popovich made a very relevant point about
Greg Popovich, for y'all that's listening and don't know, the coach of the San Antonio Spurs.
He made a very,
but it's not a sports show.
A very relevant illustration that resonated with me pertaining to white privilege and why there's such a division. There's such division right now in America with the leadership, and why we have such a problem with white supremacists and people that are called fascists and neo-Nazis in the White House, saying that basically white privilege is such a real thing that it's the equivalent to, in a race, white people getting a head start of like being at the middle of the race, when black people get started. I mean, so there's all these things happening. So it's really important for us to teach our kids the proper values and the proper way to act and just protect your neck out here, man.
But that's a challenge right there. I think challenge. Wording. When we say the proper way, what is that? You know what I mean? What does that mean? And according to who? You know what I'm saying? Because if the game is rigged, if the game is rigged and we're teaching them the rules of the game, somebody else's rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what proper and decency is. I think we know what that is. Right. But just the mentality, because sometimes the mentality gets kind of mixed up, right? It's like white is right, which I hate that mentality.
White on white crime.
Wait a minute. What?
That's what
but
just happened.
It's survival mode at this point, you know. So you have to
all
be a
lives
parent.
matter.
You got to be a parent, man, and you have to know what's best. And you know that us or else campaign is real, man.
It's
real.
You
have to do what's best to protect yourself when you see that the forces are against you. Sure. You know what I mean? So we do a podcast, man, the Future Politics Podcast. You know, Jason has Running the Point, and we talk about relevant topics that, you know, a lot of people might not pay attention to. You know, you mentioned something really awesome that's going on Running the Point. Yeah. So check that out. Check out ATL Podcast Network, man.
There it is. Future Politics, man. Future giving politics from hip-hop's point of view, man. From hip-hop's point of view, our point of view, man. So I appreciate that. Y'all tune in, ATL Podcast Network, atlpn.com. Man, we had some wonderful guests on our show. It's a lot of important information that we're talking about. We're talking about credit repair. We're talking about being of business mind, talking about multiple streams of income. Ms. Erica spoke about that. I didn't even talk about the $75,000 a month that you talked about. Talk about that, the $75,000 a month.
Yeah, so we do collectively, what we've been averaging, my team is about $75,000 a month in revenue. And
that's $75,000 a month. You said collectively.
In sales.
So in sales.
Yes.
Wow, man. So it can be done. I always say money not real because you can go out there and create it. I always tell people money.
Free enterprise. Free enterprise.
It's digital. It's not physically. It's not real. You can go out there and create your opportunities. But I say go out there and continue to create. We want people to come. The people that come through this platform to understand that we talk about hustling. We talk about creating. But it was so much talked about today. That it's like sometimes I don't know if you guys do the same thing. You go back and settle after the show and be like, "Yo, we covered a whole lot." And Pedro said something crazy, but it actually was intelligent. And then Future One talked about something, and Hova brought it, and Jason. So and our guest came in and said something that's major. I want you guys, everybody that's listening, to follow. I need you to follow these individuals when they come on our show. Support the businesses. We connect the businesses and keep it going. You guys have a home. Y'all can come in here and smell up like Macy's anytime y'all want.
Bring some women with you next time.
Definitely. No we got a rule of a ratio. If you bring 3 dudes, you got to bring 4 girls or something. I don't know.
At least 2.
Or just one, brother.
And they got to be healthy.
Not less than perfect.
Word. And when the Redskins play, y'all know what to do. When the Redskins, when the Redskins. Cut that off. All right. So go get Erica J. Go support her. Go get her album. Her singles and the album that's coming out, and force her. Text her. This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to text her and tell her get to work. Because she said she out here settling and all that. Hey, man, it's over. The music don't stop. Time to write tonight. New song tonight. So y'all keep that fire up under Erica and keep the fire up under us. We got to get ready to get out here. Make sure y'all don't just listen to us. Listen to IBNX Radio as a network. Make sure you subscribe to the IBNX Radio Network on YouTube so you can watch our streams live. You can catch any of our shows, mixcloud.com/JC2, IBNXradio.com/JC2. Y'all stop by the page. But listen, the Conscious Party is coming up next, man. So continue to stay on the station. It's a crazy network. We got a bunch of different shows going on. We about to get out of here. Do what you love what you do. Remember, in all things, the only thing holding you back
is you. Peace out. Au revoir.
Tuning in to the show, make you laugh, make you think. Up next, IBNX in a glides in a text. Save an Instagram picture, the symbol of success. Jay Bizzle and you listening to Hova. Here comes Monday, 7 p.m. You know what? Grab your phone, grab your tablet, computer. Boyfriend's asking why you listening to news. Come on, tell you turn it off or you tell them that's stupid. Whatever you was listening to, well, it's that new shit. Hot topics, crazy holidays. Celebrity guests, a couple statements to change. We the new reason you be listening to the radio. J-Boy and Hova, the moment that you've been waiting for.